Hi there, and welcome to Kristina Hagan Live. I'm here on the corner of Vine and Sunset in sunny Hollywood. And it's a beautiful day, and I was very fortunate enough to sit down and have a little bit of coffee and water here at the coffee shop behind me. And I'm here with Christopher C. Miller. And Christopher C. Miller is a author, writer, and actor. And Christopher and I have been communicating for a while now. And Christopher does the fantasy books that we sometimes look at as the scary warlock fantasy, the places where we want to go, but we don't always. We're obviously not going to get there unless we're reading some of Christopher's books. So, Christopher, you've written several books. What are the books? And actually, you might have to get a little closer so they can hear you.
Okay.
What are some of the titles of the books that you've written?
Well, the one that just come out not too long ago in March is called WARLOCK'S Magic: The Story of Beginnings, Jason's Story, and one's about to come out next month is called WARLOCK'S Magic: The Story of Beginnings, Night of the Prankster. There's one more on its way hopefully before the end of the year, called WARLOCK'S Magic: The Story of Beginnings, The Ballad of Princess Erin, which will conclude the first Warlocks trilogy. And then afterwards there'll be a new series of Warlocks books, and not connected. This called WARLOCK'S Magic, not The Story of Beginnings. So.
So this Warlock's Magic, I just posted on my page if anybody wants to see it. The cover, and you can just see the fantasy and the when you think about witchcraft and warlocks and fantasy and goblins and gooblins. Is that what it's about? Goblins and gooblins, or what? Give me a little bit more feel of warlocks.
Well, I found out that that scientists realized that the planet is a lot older than they originally thought. So I thought, wait a minute, yet they're still saying we lived in caves 10,000 years ago? That doesn't add up. So I imagine, what if there was a magical world of myth and monsters that was lost to time, like in all those books that were burned during the Dark Ages, or the fire in the Great Library of Alexandria, or even more recently during all those books that were burned in World War II.
Wow. So I think that that you have kind of gone surpassed some of the other fantasy. Like there was Avatar that came out, right?
Yeah.
Would you say that's kind of the same genre, or you think it would be less or more, or anything like Avatar?
No, a little less. But I connect more to real mythology, and stuff that I can imagine in my head, which can be a scary place at times.
So I like that. So real mythology, because a lot of people, we get lost in the future and lost in our current thing. We don't really get a chance to go back and understand our mythology. So it sounds pretty cool that you have came up with your book. And so his book is currently out now. Now, where would they find your book at?
Well, hopefully soon it'll be in bookstores, but at the moment it's only available online, like on places like Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com.
Oh, cool.
So if you go to Barnes & Noble or Amazon and look up Warlock's Magic, you'll be able to find me pretty easily.
So Warlock's Magic you can find at Amazon and Barnes & Noble. And we got he just filled me on the inside scoop, and actually he brought one of his current script series that he's currently has a couple projects. The first one is the movie Warlock's Magic, which is in motion, that he's has the script and is right now currently looking for investors for the project. He does currently have already an interest, but he's looking for investors for Warlock's Magic. So if someone is interested, where would they find you, or how can they contact you to get involved in your project? If you can get a little closer.
Well, you can find me on Twitter under Chris _actor, or here on Facebook under Christopher C. Miller Actor, and there is a website called Warlock's Magic, the Internet's page. So if you search for that, you can find that. And there's the fan page here on Facebook under Warlock's Magic. And well, that's basically it. I also, find me on the internet pretty much on those places.
Okay, so you can go ahead into any of his fan pages. Christopher Miller, Christopher C. Miller. He also has a Warlocks Magic actual Facebook page,
Yeah.
Warlocks Magic page, which I also posted on my site. And also, tell me a little bit about another reason why we met today is because he has talked to me a little bit about a character that he sees me as one of the characters in Warlock's Magic. What is the name of this character, and can you describe her to my audience?
Well, her name is Nikita the Desert Witch. She was pretty much shunned 100 years ago by this little town, and so she created a creature made out of stone called the Nightmare Castle that pretty much lures people in and feeds on their fears until they're dead. And that was her revenge. In this episode, she got paid by a evil wizard by the name of Lin Chao to lure the good guys into the monster to kill him so he can conquer the world.
So you see me as Nikita.
Yes.
So and Nikita has a great character because Nikita has white hair, right? Nikita has
Anime white hair.
animated white hair and is just an evil, mean person, right?
Yeah, she as soon as Jason and Barker walk in, she brings out a powder and throws it in the fire to create 3 fire elementals.
Wow.
And I was upset there was only 3 of them.
Yeah. So help definitely help Christopher get the funding. I would be delighted and so excited to be a part of his feature film Warlock's Magic, and he will be at. You have a convention coming up in October. Can you tell us about that?
Well, I'll be going to Kamikaze to talk to another actor I like to get on the show by the name of James Hong. If you're familiar with it, he has a long list of credits, including Blade Runner and most recently a series called Ant Farm. So he's a very prominent actor, and I would like to get him for Lin Chao for the movie and the TV show.
Great. So Christopher C. Miller is definitely he was born, raised here in Hollywood. He has 4 books, 2 books out, 2 books coming, and we know that we're excited that he'll soon have his first feature, Warlock's Magic, out. And so for you sci-fi, fantasy fans out there, you have great investors, you have a great opportunity to be a part of a great venture here with Christopher C. Miller along with myself. So I'm really excited about the character of Nikita, and I want to also go ahead and end this with my tip of the day. But first, let's see if Christopher has a tip for us. A tip of the day as an author, as someone that lives here in Hollywood. Do you have any tip of the day that you can give to us, Christopher?
No, like you say, it's no matter how life gets you, how bad things get, never give up. Always see it through. That's all I say. That's my motto.
All right.
I will never give up on myself or my dreams, no matter what.
Yay! Say it again. I would never give up on
myself or my dreams, no matter what.
I would never give up on myself, my dreams, no matter what.
Yeah.
No matter what. I love that. And I'm going to leave you guys with my tip of the day. Don't cry that it ended. Smile because it happened. So think about that one. Don't cry it ended. Smile that it happened. So enjoy what it was, when it was, and be happy. And if it's gone and if it's ended, then we can focus on the happiness that it ever was. Okay. Kristina Hagan Live, keeping it real. God bless. Dios te bendiga. Christopher C. Miller. It was a giant super pleasure to be with this author, writer, and someone that has so much creativity and it's his passion. And so I am very thrilled. And everyone have a lovely, lovely week and a lovely, lovely day and a lovely, lovely life. Kristina Hagan Live, signing out. Adios. Dios te bendiga.